Speaker today is Aldo Bettini.
Hello, how are you?
Aldo is a good friend of ours, and he has been in Panama for many years now,
33.
as a representative of very top high-end brands such as Control, he's here, Minarishi, Hermé, Limoges, Cartier, and several other luxury brands that I'm sure you have heard of or seen. I hope my wife has listened to but besides having had a long career in the distribution of high-end brands, he received his MBA from ESSEC Business School in Paris. And what his passion, his personal passion, is personal success. And it's what he's here today to share with us. So with this, proceeding with a round of applause, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Alonso. Thank you for the confidence you have in me. Now I'm very happy to welcome you, the students, and I hope you will like what I'm going to show you. It's not totally professional. It tries to be, could I say, some philosophy? There is some philosophy of life in it. So, shortly say about personal success. Here is a fast presentation of the content, introduction, origins, interaction between personal success and entourage, what people who are around you, a hint of social success, fame and success, success and moral, and conclusion. I don't know if I'm going to skip maybe one or two of these, but anyhow, this was the original presentation as it was. Introduction. Is success just reaching your goals? Okay. Success could be defined as reaching your goals. It's an easy way of saying it. But why am I making an essay about personal success and not success tout court? What's the difference between success and personal success? Well, personal success is related to yourself. I'm going to give you a strong example. For instance, an autistic person has a different way of looking at success than a normal person, a person that is 100% the owner of its means, of his means, okay? Now, are we jogging with words, or does it really refer to something? Can you measure success? How do you measure success? Do you measure success with the money you have in your pockets? Do you measure success with your own satisfaction? How do you measure success? Okay? What does it really mean? Is it a condition or a state of mind? Are you successful, or do you hide to yourself? Many people hide to themselves. Success is above all elusive. And it's not objective nor timeless. It should be timeless, but it's not. Okay, let me explain to you. I think success is a big mystification. There is a big mystification about success. You look at ads, you look at people smoking cigar, you used to look at that. People smoking cigar, having chivas. Success has become a product, like a lot of things nowadays. Okay, in our civilizations, capitalistic civilization, capitalism, has drawn us to considering things in a very peculiar way, okay? It is also controversial, so it needs to be demystified, as it is not a fulfillment for a few lucky ones. Success is absolutely for everybody. That's my definition of success. Success doesn't belong to an elite. Okay, ce n'est pas une élite. You can be successful. Everybody can be successful. As far as we talk about personal success and real success, as I'm going to explain to you. Do you need a predisposition to success? Does it exist? Does it really exist? Okay, people say it depends from familiar circle. It depends from education, social entourage. What is real is that you need character with a strong self-esteem. Strong self-esteem, okay? Which goes with humility. self-esteem and humility. Many people are arrogant and they don't have self-esteem. That's a loser combination. Origins and definition. Success comes from successus in Latin, and exito comes from exitus. Exitus means the result of an action, and successus, which comes next. Okay? What could come after talent, if not its social recognition, exploitation in the professional or commercial fields? So successus is supposed to come after a talent that you're supposed to have. You have to identify your own talent. Now that you're young, you have to think about what would be your own talent. Nevertheless, if you have no talent at all, there is still a chance. Because in absence of a specific talent, if you have the capability of focusing on a given matter, okay, and then undertaking the achieving of well-defined goals, then you might reach that success, okay, that success of which people talk about which people talk. My essay, why is it an essay on personal success? Because in my personal opinion, I'm not going to tell you that this is the truth and everybody else is lying, okay? But in my personal opinion, it is primarily a profound and inner feeling. What about measuring success instead of with the money you have in your pockets, with the love you're able to share, or the capacity you have to love other people, or to share with other people? It's a result of satisfactory accomplishment of action strategy in accordance with one's specific personality. Another thing about success, it's intrinsically, intrinsèquement, ephemeral. It's ephemeral, okay? It's like, do you know the song? Tristeza não tem fim, felicidade sim. It means, it's a little sad, but it says, sadness it never ends, and happiness, yes, it does. But happiness, it's a strong feeling. You cannot be happy all the time. But so is success. Success is ephemeral. People who are experiencing success feel identified with their own inner self and fulfilled by life through what they have been able to achieve in it, okay? Okay, there is an interaction between what people think of you, the success they feel about you, and what you really feel inside, okay? Expectations are very much related to our identity and self-esteem, our own perception of ourselves. If I do not feel comfortable with success, it will be difficult for my entourage to convince me that I am a successful guy, because I don't want to be successful, or just want, let me be. Some people don't want to be successful, okay? Maybe also some people don't want to be successful because they like their comfort zone. This is a very in word to say comfort zone. And so they want to remain in their comfort zone. They hide to themselves. But it's also true the other way around. Failure can stem from the early perception of the so-called loved ones, people who know you either personally, within your family, or through social and professional circles. Specific situation which can be emotionally striking, okay? Sometimes, not always. It can be, it's a two-way street. Some people want to become actor, want to become singer, they want to be successful, but their familiar circle is obliging them not to be what they want to be, okay? Some other people are pushed by the mom or by the father or by situations to become somebody that they didn't dream to become, okay? Usually there is a dialectical process between what people see in you and your perception of who you are. The feedback produced by the familiar circle, social entourage, can create a fictional sensation. Okay, sometimes this fictional sensation can lead you to situation either exalting, which is dangerous, or very negative. Okay? Because sometimes people pushes you so far. Okay? Or sometimes they make you feel so sad because you think, oh, I'm never going to make it. Okay? A hint of social success. Success is either a consequence of any achievement or the outcome of a strategy meant to be accepted in order to play a starring role somewhere in a social circle. So this is perception, social success. Social success may be the first step towards an objective in the long run, such as the achievement of some commercial profit. Okay? Because PR, okay? So you want maybe to sell a product and you need that social base. Fame and success. Well, I'm talking about fame and success because many times there is a confusion between both of them. Perceived success can produce fame when it reaches a critical mass, okay? Thanks to marketing, the person becomes a product, as well as success has become a product in our society. The person itself becomes a product. His accomplished popularity gets proportional to the potential added value which can be extracted. Okay, I'm not talking about professional success, I insist. Professional success is a thing. Personal success is another thing. Success can grow then into profitable commercial fame, which always carries hidden dangers for the achiever. I know that from personal experience. Whereas success generally has a positive and constructive connotation, fame can carry negative aspects and be the result of random, like the case of Edith Piaf. I thought I had much time, but I will not talk about Edith Piaf a lot. I suggest that you look up somewhere in Google. It's a singer, a French singer, or even criminal behavior, Bonnie and Clyde. You can be famous for your criminal behavior. You can become famous. Success and moral. This is an important point. Because this world is a materialistic world, success is a concept which has been very misconstrued and distorted. Every day people confuse it with power, fame, and the size of their wallet. The social status which can be reached is those external signs of wealth and notoriety can be called success, but those signs do not necessarily characterize an individual who feels himself successful. Immorality that grows with materialism is causing terrible drifts, okay, which give way to corruption. When this happens, societies produce dishonorable leaders lacking of professional ethic, expert in elusive amalgamation, and whose behaviors show a total absence of empathy and respect towards other people. This is called sociopath. For instance, Ortega in Nicaragua is a sociopath. No doubt about it. Obsession such as social climbing or arrivism, workaholism, or any compulsory addiction infect and invade your common sense as well as your healthy balance and are serious obstacles to personal success. Why are they a serious obstacle? Because those addictions, they prevent you from focusing on your goals. And when they are addictions, you become a slave of those addictions. And you do not actually fight for yourself. you fight for those addictions. Okay? Money becomes your owner. You're not the owner of the money you have. To keep a mental, moral, and spiritual sustainability, money or power cannot stand as a long-term objective. I don't say that it's bad to have money. It's good. But you have to be capable of dominating the situation where you find yourself. They have a corrupter effect on personal integrity as far as they become an obsession for you, okay? Success is not making money, accumulating money. Success should be the result of a natural, okay, and healthy desire to improve in life. Striving to transcend your social position at any cost will get yourself lost and doomed, okay? Not at any cost. Okay. I've been going quite fast on something. I hope you understand what I mean every time I say it, if you have some question later. Success, it goes with strong values. Why does it go with strong values? Because it's like the constitution of a country, okay? We are now updated on this situation in Panama where we are trying to change the constitution, okay? If the constitution has loopholes, somebody will always be able to change it at his own advantage or her own advantage. Here, success must go with strong values to avoid leaks, loopholes, and to avoid the fragilities, to avoid, talon d'Achille, to avoid doubts at certain moments of your life. You have to have a positive attitude. You have to have a constant will to improve by undertaking. You have to have a balanced personality. A balanced personality. Humility combined with self-esteem. Talent and measure. And you have to be focused through dedication and perseverance. You need to be a balanced person to be successful in a way that I have been mentioning up to now, which is to reach personal success, okay? Because success alone can be reaching a goal, okay? But still, once you have reached the goal, what comes next? Dedication and perseverance are key words to success. To try and make it in a long-term ride, the person who conducted a successful action has to constantly aim for new objectives through new achieving strategies. So, success. What happens after success? Suppose that you reach one of these goals, okay? You have absorption, a new identification, and comfort. Absorption because, okay, let's say, a bad example, you earn $10,000, the $10,000 at the beginning, wow, so much money. And then it goes off, it goes away. And then you're back again to a situation of comfort. Then comes, if you are like me, self-questioning again, an imbalance. Then an adjustment of your situation, and you create new expectations. So you make a definition of new goals. You know what a strategy is. A strategy means to have a goal and to build a plan to reach that goal, okay? So success could be really simply defined as you got the goal and you have been successful. But that's not it only. You have to have a construction. You have to be somebody with special characteristics to be able to continue to be successful, to adapt yourself, to change according to times. Because you can be successful in a given situation, but you got your comfort zone, times are changing, internet is here, the method, the business system to which you were attached doesn't work anymore. So what do you do? What do you do if you haven't learned to be instead of to have, of having? You have to be instead of having, okay? Having money is not so important as being a balanced person and have talents and have well-defined goals. So after the definition of your goals, you make strategies and planning, action, transformation, and success again. And here goes the wheel. The major challenge is eventually to have the upper hand on your worst nemesis, which happens to be you. Personal success is actually a victory on yourself. It's a victory on yourself. Imagine somebody who has some difficulties in his life. Or, as I said, somebody who is autistic. What is personal success for him? What does it mean? It means to reach a goal. It means to improve in his own life. It doesn't mean to have money in his pocket, necessarily. So it is actually a victory on yourself which requires character and a consistent personality to yield it in its long-term version. It's the long-term version of success that you must try and reach. Staying humble when success eventually comes is a matter of importance. Remember, you can tell a good sportsman by the way he wins, but a great one by the way he loses. You're going to lose battles in life. Because you lose a battle doesn't mean that you're an unsuccessful person. It doesn't mean that at all, okay? You have to feel inside. Success is a feeling. Personal success is a feeling. It's something that you feel inside. Like beauty, I've seen a movie a long time ago, I don't know if any of you have seen that movie, where they said that this lady is very beautiful and you had an ugly person. But the beauty is inside, okay? The balance, the equilibrium of a person is inside, not outside. It doesn't show off. So in adverse circumstances, success will be smiling again as the individual when the individual has strong values and enjoys a solid family life in order to maintain and enforce all the functions of a harmonious existence. Okay? So, in Charpente, you have, as I said, you can have success once. But if you want to be successful all along your life, you have to be, not to have. Okay? You have to be somebody. You have to be resourceful. You have to be a positive person. And you have to believe in yourself. Okay? That's it. I've tried to be as fast as I was able to. Thank you.
Yes, you say you have personal experience with the hidden dangers that fame brings. Do you mind sharing what experience you had?
The dangers?
The dangers that fame brings.
Oh, fame brings a lot of dangers. Oh, yeah. Okay, fame brings a lot of danger. I made 2 productions because I'm a songwriter, okay? The first production, when I was 30 years old, I was proposed to become a singer. But my child, I have a child now, he's 3 years old. At that time, the other one is 30. The one who is now 30 was 3 by that time. And I must tell you, when I went to the, to prepare the songs, it was a 10 songs production. I felt exhilarated. I felt already unbalanced. I remember I went into the plane to come back from Chile because the production was made in Chile. I started talking to everybody. I was crazy, okay? And then you realize that this exhilarating situation becomes very difficult to support. Most of all, it's nice to sing in front of people once, but when you have to do it 30 times, 30 nights, and when you have to face the horror of what this industry is, because it's a terrible industry, the industry of records. It used to be record, it doesn't exist anymore. Now you have really to fight to become prosperous in that business, because before you had CDs and everything you sold all over. The danger is that you can see some actors or some singers, they fall in drugs and things like that. Why do you think they fall in drugs? Because the pressure, the stress is so strong, okay? You have to keep up to yourself, and you can't, okay? You cannot always be the king of a public, okay? And I had sometimes the opportunity to be the king, not of such a big public, but it's very stressful. So you resort to drugs because some people who like money, they are obliging you, they are forcing you, okay, to do what they want, okay, to fill their own purse, okay. So in the end, it is a very difficult position. Fame is a hell of a burden, okay. To be prepared to face fame, you have to be a very balanced person. And you have to trust those who really love you. It's a very difficult thing to do. Have I answered your question? So you have to think about it. I personally don't like fame. I prefer not to be famous. Well, I took the decision, maybe I don't know what would have happened, but I made my decision 30 years ago. Sorry? Without guitar, it's difficult. I thought of bringing one, but I could.
Thank you so much. We have a Aldo, we'd like to thank you for your participation, and we'd like to give you little certificates.
Oh, thank you very much.
Here.
Oh.
This, Pedro. Aldo, the only thing that's stopping the kids from putting the pizza is your game.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.